It's the Pesto Pod, the Pesto Pod, the Pesto Pod.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pesto Pod. My name is Julia Leahy. You might know me on TikTok as @morepesto. Please. Today I'm joined by local funny man
Jilberto
Soto.
Yeah. Also known on TikTok as Jilberto Soto.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. That was going to be my next question. We met once.
Yeah.
Telling jokes.
Yeah.
Like little girls.
Yeah, back in where? What was it?
St. Mark's.
St. Mark's. Yeah.
And doing a little open mic action. And I said, hey, funny person, come on my podcast.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, person with a lot of followers. Absolutely.
Please let me. I remember thinking you were 100% the funniest, other than myself, because I crack myself up. But
oh, wow.
I thought you were the funniest comedian at the function.
I mean, look, if you have no self-belief, then I
no
feel
dignity.
like in New York, that's the one thing I moved and like when I moved to New York, that's the one thing it really taught me for comedy is if you don't believe in yourself, you're freaking doomed. Because there's so many other people who do, like, believe in their own selves.
I go in waves where sometimes I'm like, I can't believe, like, I haven't won Oscars and Tonys because I'm so amazing. And then I'm like, I am absolute garbage and I should move home.
Well, I think that's like that's pretty healthy.
Yeah,
so
I'd love to find a place in the middle.
Yeah, but it kind of like averages out in the middle. It sounds like it's like peaks and valleys.
Maybe in those peaks, maybe it peaks and valleys, but it then takes a toll.
Yeah, I did watch the Oscars this weekend. Well, like
watch them or went to them? Is that what you just said?
No, watch them.
Oh my god!
Are you kidding
I was
me?
like, hello. That's
and like I saw some movies, and some of the movies I was like, I could have done this.
I think that about I'm a big theater girl. I love going to Broadway shows, and every time I'm at, I was like, put me in.
Yeah,
I could do this.
Oh my god! I saw something really cool the other day. What was it? It was, something in a mattress. Like, it's a revival if you're into Broadway. It's a
Once
revival.
Upon a Mattress?
Yes!
They're reviving that as the worst show ever written. I fucking hate that show.
Okay, that's an unpopular opinion.
Yeah, probably. I was in it when I was like...
Oh, really?
When I was like 12.
What did you play?
Fucking wench number 4. I don't know.
Okay, so what's bad? I will say it was one of the best things I've seen.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you just heard talk.
No, I saw it. It was a revival. Like, well, it's like they revived it for like a week. You know, sometimes they do that just to test it out a little bit with very minimal props. And I thought it was very good.
You thought it was good?
I thought it was so good. And what is it?
Was there anyone that you knew?
One of the biggest Broadway stars. Like, she's a white woman.
Aren't they all?
You know, Kelly O'Hara. She had like this thing with Kelly O'Hara. Like, they're both kind of like even Catherine something. It's gonna kill me. Anyways, yeah, she's pretty big.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give it a little check out.
No, it's no longer playing, but I think that they're gonna bring it back probably in the next year or so. No, it's really good.
That's a fucking pee under the mattress.
And wench number 4 did fantastic.
No, she every time pops her pussy. I love wench number 4. I like to start the Pesto Pod off with what I call the Pestory of the week.
Okay.
It's just where I share the whackassery of life as of late.
Okay.
And mine today is going to be that I've obviously descended into the fish keeping world.
Oh, yeah.
I decided I'm getting a fish.
Yeah, you do. I mean, do you know they stink, right?
Like, okay.
Like, you have to be very good about cleaning
I'm gonna.
No, because
I don't have a job.
Oh.
I have nothing to do but clean the tank. No, I know. Listen.
I'm like telling you what to do. I mean, do what you need.
No. I want a fish, but I was like, I'm not gonna be like some bitch with a fish bowl because people hate that.
Okay.
So I did my research.
I think it's kind of retro. Okay.
No, I do too.
Okay.
I would love to put a fish in a bowl, but you can't. Oh my god, I should have.
That would be cute.
I totally should have.
When
I
it
can't
happens.
have water near like all these cords.
Oh, true. I was just meant just for when you record.
Oh, and then I gotta move it.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
No, but that was smart. Maybe
yeah.
I should.
Oh, go pesto. Oh, never mind. You can't do that. You need a bigger table.
I should. Maybe I should. Oh,
it's doing
so
too much.
Smart. It is doing a lot. But yeah, I decided I need a fish, and so I did all my research, and I realized that I need a lot of things. I bought like almost like $70 worth of equipment to get one fucking stupid fish.
Wow, that's a lot.
And now I like have to get the fish because I already bought all this.
Job.
Okay.
No, I'm like counting your money.
I said make yourself at home, but like Can you like
No, well, do you know what kind of fish?
a betta fish?
Wait, is that a chum bucket?
Yeah, it's a chum.
Oh, from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, that is. She really did do her research. No wonder $70. That was not cheap.
Okay, I was like, oh, it's a betta fish. Like, what do they need? Like fish food?
But
No,
just
they need
one
like
fish
a
or a
filter.
couple?
No, you're not supposed to put them with other ones. They fight each other.
So why you just want one fish?
Yeah, for that big thing.
You don't want like 2 or 3 different fish? How about like a crab?
Maybe like a little snail.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, I might
down.
get him a little snail.
Yeah, that would be kind of cute.
Yeah, it's supposed to help keep it clean too.
Oh, really?
I did my research. I'm telling you. I'm like, I know about the ammonium and nitrate.
When are you gonna get it?
Maybe like tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
have to like fill it with water and like vibe check.
In vibe check.
I just want it to be like a good setup before I put it in there.
Okay, no, that's fair. You're
You
gonna
know?
be a good fish mom.
I'm gonna try.
Do you
But
travel a
the
lot
thing is-
sometimes?
Well, here's the thing.
What?
My sister's wedding is in June, and I'm like leaving for like a month, and I'm like, I kind of hope it just fucking dies before
Do you know who's not gonna sponsor your podcast anymore?
PetSmart.
PETA.
Yeah. No. No, I don't want it to die. I just don't know if anyone will be here to feed it, and then I'm gonna have to like put it in a bottle and like fucking fly it home with me, and that's
You're
so
not
much.
gonna put it into a
No.
bottle and fly it home.
I think I'll put it on Facebook Marketplace. It'd be like, anyone want this?
Oh, a bed of. Oh, okay. So, okay, maybe you can get a couple bucks back.
Maybe.
I
Oh,
tried
how
to-
much is a beta fish? Like fucking $5?
Well, no, it has to be through the whole setup.
Oh yeah, you think? I
No,
have
if
to
it's
sell the
Facebook
whole
Marketplace,
setup?
it's like, does anybody want a free fish? You can't sell a fish. A secondhand fish, I would never buy.
Okay, that's true. Oh,
Like-
you're right.
Like I'm like no one's like I've been really looking for a fish, but only if it was cheaper. Like no one's
You're
doing
right. You're
that.
right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Maybe I will sell the whole setup. That's a good
I
idea.
mean, I think so. You could have it or see how it feels, and if you don't like it, then you sell the whole setup, and then there you go.
Yeah.
Some like 5-year-old girl around here would be excited.
Yeah.
in a
and then,
good
and
way,
Then
in
he'll
a
go.
good way.
He'll be downsized for sure.
I mean, absolutely.
Because like, look at this palace I'm building for him.
Actually, to be honest, you're having the fish right next. You can't see, but right next to your window, so it's really good lighting. So I think it's a perfect place for a fish.
Great lighting. I'm gonna put a real plant in there, so the plant will grow
Wow.
and give him like a little ecosystem. No, I'm putting my whole pussy into it too. I'm giving him the world and more, and I don't even have him.
You don't even have it. Wow, you're ready to be a mom.
I know. I know. Do you have any whack ass shit that's happened to you lately?
What new whack ass shit that's happened to me?
It doesn't have to be that whack ass. It can just be normal.
No, I mean it is a little whack ass. It's gonna sound a little privileged, but I'm renovating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
Your home.
my whole home.
Do you
yeah.
own a home in this
my
economy?
my fiance and I?
That's right.
Yeah,
You're engaged.
yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you. We came together and decided that we are gay, and so
right.
we decided.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank
finally
God.
came to that
No,
conclusion.
it's funny. We've been engaged for like 3 years, and we just moved in like a month ago together.
Is it like a house?
Well, I moved into his place.
Okay.
And people are like, you got engaged first and then you moved in. I'm like, yeah, we're traditional.
Yeah.
Traditional values. I grew up Catholic.
Yeah. I was gonna say
Can
the
you
parents
not
probably
tell?
ate that up.
Yeah, I know. My mom called me a sinner.
Oh.
No, I thought it's because I was gay, but no, it's because I moved in with him before marriage.
Okay,
Which is
okay,
kind of
okay.
a weird way of my mom telling me she like supports gay marriage. Do you
Yeah,
know what
no,
I mean?
for sure.
But then so his place is very tiny. It's like 410 square feet. So
Okay, I have no concept of measurement, but
it's
small.
It's about like twice the size of this room for the whole apartment.
Holy fuck. Okay.
Yeah, for everything. So it is like not good for 2 people, right?
Sure.
So we do have another place, but that one is a shithole. And like what'd you say? What's the segment called again?
Pest story of the week.
Yes, that like my
That.
shit ass whack pack. The
Whack-assery
board,
of
yeah,
life.
the board has taken. We closed in November. The board has taken up until last week. What is that? November, December, October, or January?
Several months.
Yeah, like almost 4.5 months to approve our plan. That's insane.
Wow, that is so insane.
So I'm basically paying a mortgage for this place
that you can't.
that
live
I
in?
can't use, and no one can do anything to it. And so we're just gonna start renovation. That's been a fucking nightmare.
That sounds so terrible.
Yeah.
But eventually you'll get to a point where it'll be fun. You have to like pick out like little fun things.
I'm not even into that though. Like I'm not that
Really?
gay. No, I'm not. He's gonna do it all.
Okay.
I'm very happy.
You'll give
I'm
him a little
excited.
task.
I'm very, very excited. But I don't have I'm not that type of gay that can walk into a room and like have a vision. Like I just don't. He is. And so like it's so funny. Like sometimes he'll like show me certain things. He'll be like, "Do you prefer this or this?"
And
I'm
you're like, I'd like
I
to
go
sleep
that.
in a bed.
No, I just choose something. I'm like that. And he goes, "Oh, really?" Because I was thinking this. And I was like, I
Okay,
literally
then yeah.
I'm just choosing something to feel like I'm contributing, but I don't care.
Yeah. Okay, that's so funny because my my gay best friend from home is coming on the podcast next week.
Wow.
Yeah, he's coming to visit
You should
me
set
and
me
come on
up.
the
I'm
pod.
joking.
We're children, so
Huh?
we're so young. I'm so young.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's 21, so I don't know if
That works.
what you
No,
want.
I'm joking.
No, but he's coming on the pod, and he used to, like, when he would come over my house, like, empty out my doll houses and redo them. And he's like, this isn't working.
Did
for
you
me.
know he was gay then?
He didn't, but we all did.
Yeah, okay,
He's
yeah.
like the gayest little gay kid I ever
Yeah,
met.
no one told him.
No one
Yeah.
told him until he was like the ripe age
Wait,
of 11.
you were his best friend at young and you never asked him?
Oh, I was like, well, you're gay. And he's like, no, I'm not. And I was like, okay.
Oh my god, you're the worst. I remember when kids would ask me that as a child. And I'd be like, what do you mean? So I just went to church more.
Prayed away. We would like play Littlest Pet Shop, and he'd like pick his characters. I'm like, girl, just come out.
Wow.
It'd be so easy.
It's always the women that know.
It'd be so much easier for all
It's
of
just
us.
so weird. I didn't know the concept of gay. A woman had to ask me, or a little girl asked me that first. And I was like, how do you know what gay means?
Hey, when you know, you know.
When you know, you know. But is he thriving now in New York?
He's so thriving. He doesn't live here. He's visiting me to be on the pod.
Oh, just to be on the pod?
Well, like,
not
and
just
and
it's a
we're gonna
great
like
pod.
hang out.
Oh, okay. That's really cute.
Yeah, and it's so sweet. Now I'm like becoming it's endearing. But ever since he came out when we were like 12, he's just like so happy.
I bet.
Like, you gotta just come out.
Yeah.
Just
please.
stop playing.
Are you
Just
ki-
stop
no,
redoing
can
my
I-
dollhouse
can I say
and just
something?
come out.
I
Yeah.
actually think might be an unpopular opinion.
Oh no.
I think we need to stop coming out
Really?
so early. Yeah.
Oh, so early.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't know this kid.
well, let me tell you this why. Like I'm in my 30s, right? So all the gay people I really know that are mere young or older, like we're like lawyers. I'm not a lawyer, but like lawyers or like doctors or something, because we like channeled our inner hate into academia.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because we're like, how else can we prove to society that we're worth it? And now because these younger gays are coming out much earlier on, and the acceptance is, they're like, you know what? I'll just be a barista instead. So now, I'm just worried there's not going to be enough like gay professionals
You think the
because no one hates themselves anymore.
The gayness has overcome ambition.
Yes. I'm going to go and try to find a gay doctor one day, and it's going to be like no results.
There's gonna be no gay doctors.
Yeah, but my barista
Oh my
is.
god, what? Yeah. Oh my god, you're a photographer.
Can you
Like
imagine if
that-
this is a clip that goes viral?
No, I know, please. That is so funny and so true. I
Yeah,
love that.
I've thought about it a little bit.
Speaking of gay,
Yeah.
the topic of our podcast is, I think a broad term would just be like pop culture icons.
Yes, but I do think more specifically Britney Spears. I mean,
I know nothing about Britney Spears.
No,
I'm like a little too
Wait,
young.
how old are you?
22.
Oh my gosh.
I know. No, but I'm here to learn.
No.
I'm here to learn.
Wow. So
Yeah.
do you? But
Well, so I have an
okay,
older
this is
sister
really
who's
interesting.
29.
Ah, okay.
My older sister's almost 30, and she like Britney, like that. Was all she had.
I think your sister and me, your older sister and me, she'd probably been my best friend asking me if I was gay.
No,
if we
I
had
think
met.
we get along. She's a Britney girl, so yeah.
Wait, okay. So I have a couple questions before we start. So the whole
Sure.
thing that I want to talk about is how like obsessed and I really do mean obsessed,
Yeah.
and I'll kind of go into it with my family and stuff, but I have a couple questions first. So do you know like the phenomenon that she was at her height?
I mean, you know what's actually so funny,
What?
because I was a communications major. I
Okay.
like learned about it in class.
What did you learn?
We had to watch her "Hit Me Baby" One More Time music video in class. Can you believe
Oh
I
my
paid
God.
$60,000 to watch "Hit Me
Oh
Baby"?
my, I would pay $60,000 to watch it for the first time. You don't know how lucky you are.
Yeah, no, and then we like, looked at it through like the academic lens, and I was like, this is just Britney, but she's killing it. I was like, this is culture.
But do you know though, like,
I can only know from what I've heard.
yeah, but not like, okay,
I
so
didn't
you don't
experience
really
it.
like
No.
okay, got it. Okay. So like the Free Britney movement, did you
Oh yeah, I know about.
You understand
Free
that she
Britney,
was in a
the
conservative-
conservatorship.
but do you understand why that was the biggest deal?
I mean,
Okay, I'll tell you.
no, please, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's like if 7 or 8 years from now, Taylor Swift was put in to one of these.
I hear what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
She was the biggest thing on the planet.
Really quick, has Britney ever done a Super Bowl halftime show?
No, but she was in one. She was like in Aerosmith. I
Oh.
think it was like it was Aerosmith and somebody else, and she did like a little cameo
Okay.
in it. So she
They
was
love that.
part of it. She looks really, really cute, but not of any of her own. I think that would be like amazing. But yeah, she was like the biggest thing in the world. So imagine going from that to literally nobody couldn't even come close to you or touching you, like that's insane.
Yeah.
Like that whole thing's insane. And like
I did see her TikToks in that era where she's like,
God, I have a whole joke around it.
she's like a sim.
Oh my God, I have a whole joke around it. I just remember like I said, I am going to miss that whole Britney Spears era where she would
hilarious.
come on Instagram and be like, today I'm going to answer the most common questions you guys are asking me. So you guys are asking me what my favorite holiday is. I was like, no one was asking you what your favorite holiday is. They're asking you if you're free.
I mean, can you imagine if Taylor Swift like was like doing Q&As on Instagram?
But
like, that's so crazy.
But like, did you read her book?
Britney Spears?
No, yeah.
You think I read her book?
Her autobiography
No.
that just came out. It was the best-selling book of all last.
I didn't read it. I bet you did though.
Oh my God. I bought it and then I listened to the audiobook.
Oh, yeah. Is it told by her?
Which is the most laziest way to do it.
Is it her voice?
No,
Oh,
it's
son of
Michelle
a
Williams.
bitch.
Michelle
okay.
Williams, the actress.
Yeah, yeah.
But she does. Her epilogue, I think it was. She like did record it, but she was like, it's too tough for me to like go through this. Writing the book was good enough.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, so.
No,
like,
yeah, please.
Okay, so look, I really do think that if my gaydar was, and my gaydar was never shut off, or my gay little button, but it was definitely like flip the fuck on every single time I saw Britney Spears.
Well, so
as a
that's
child.
my question. When you were a child and you saw Britney Spears, before you like were like, I'm gay.
Oh my God.
Were you like, I have a crush on her?
No. So this is the thing. My room. You know when you look at those 90s rooms.
Yeah, posters.
Like
on
posters.
The wall.
It was not just posters. I remember at 7-Eleven they had cups for big gulps that had Britney Spears on them. I would
Like
go
on display.
every single time to 7-Eleven and get that big gulp cup and get something, and I would stack the cups. I had maybe 40 cups in my room just stacked, right? I would buy magazines like OK Magazine or like People or Teens Magazine if Britney Spears was on the cover, or even inside of the magazine. I would buy it and cut her out and post her on my wall. I would buy all of her posters,
Oh my God.
her CDs, the pamphlets that they had in CDs. Sorry, I would go in and I would like post it everywhere. Like when I tell you I had like shirts, I had my room was like a little girl's room. It was just Britney Spears all over the room, like up on the ceiling, everything.
What was it that like sparked? Like
it was just it was
something deep down.
It was something deep down, and like my parents did think like I had the biggest crush on her, like because they're Mexican parents first, like they migrated here or whatever, so they didn't really understand pop culture relative to like my son shouldn't. You should do whatever you want. But a straight son, most likely, chances are they're not this obsessed with
Britney,
somebody.
right.
And even if you did like her, you'd probably have another white woman that looks similarly like her to think you have a crush on her. But they did. They think I had a crush on her. I didn't have a crush on her. I wanted to be her. Like, I really wanted to be her. I wanted the hair. I wanted to be able to flip the hair. I wanted
She set some serious.
You know the pants she
movements.
had that were just right above her vag.
Yeah.
I wanted those.
A vag pant.
And then I wanted a vag. Do you know what I mean?
Right, the pipeline.
Like it was like her sexuality to me was like so freeing, like the reveals. And this is why I think like right now people love Drag Race for the reveals. Britney had like one of the very first reveals for the VMA
Has
performances.
she ever been a judge on Drag Race?
Oh no, I don't think she would know. But no, she hasn't. No, I mean like she doesn't really do much right now anymore.
Yeah, right. She's like out, down for the count.
But like I remember like anytime Britney Spears would perform at like the VMAs Video Music Awards or anything like that, it was a scene. Like
I've seen the famous the snake.
But like
what is that, slave for you?
I'm a slave for you.
Yeah.
But and that one was so fucking provocative. That was so,
no, I know.
But the one before that was the most provocative initially, because she came out in like a little thing singing like I can't get no satisfaction. Right, which by the way, I thought that I Can't Get No Satisfaction and I Love Rock and Roll both are covers by Britney, but I'm so gay. I thought Britney
wrote them.
Wrote those songs.
These are really good.
I thought Britney wrote those songs, and when I heard other people sing those songs, I thought they ripped her off, which is insane.
Okay.
But she had like this whole outfit that she ripped it off, and then she had this sequin outfit that looked like it was like flesh toned for her, so it looked like basically she was nude, but not. And that, like, it made headlines across the world. But to do that and experience it as a child, you could just not do anything but root for this lady. Like,
you should like write a.
It was just so
editorial or something.
It was just like, because I was very shy as a kid, so I think like her
I was like,
doing this was like, Oh my god, I would dream about her. I was just like,
Britney.
to meet her would be
No, we did
incredible.
learn. We did learn in my class when I had to literally. This is so funny because it's like history now.
Yeah,
but it's just Britney.
It's fucking history. Are you
It's
kidding
history
me?
though. Her fucking Hit Me Baby One More
Yeah.
Time video was like on the list of videos that are banned from MTV, or they were. I think now it's fine.
They were banned from MTV.
Yeah, like one of the first ones was Like a Prayer because Madonna sets a
Madonna,
cross
yeah.
on fire.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
MTV banned it, and then that one they banned because she was like so Hit Me Baby because she was like so young and in that little skirt.
In the little skirt, and I guess it was like provocative when you hear it from Britney's voice or Britney's perspective. It was just her trying to connect to her audience, which I think she did very well in. And the other thing too about Britney that's just like so astonishing to me is like no other real artist right now has had as much immediate impact from the very, very first single that they've ever have. Like
What's her
nobody.
very first Hit Me Baby?
Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Mhm.
It was her first
Wasn't
single.
she a Mickey Mouse girl?
She was in Mickey Mouse Girl, right? Before that, it's kind of like if a Disney star came in, which she was.
That's true.
And then just had the most immediate impact. Like a lot of the Disney stars now are huge. Like Ariana is huge and Selena Gomez and all them. But they've never had like the first immediate like taking over the world. I don't know if
I was gonna ask,
anybody
is
can.
there anyone that you would be able to compare her to? I think probably maybe Ariana Grande is pretty close.
she's pretty. I mean, Taylor Swift right now, regardless of what you think about her, or not,
Yeah.
anything she does is like national headlines.
Yeah, but Taylor, are you a Swiftie?
No.
Okay, are you anti-Swiftie?
No.
Okay, me too. I'm kind of indifferent.
No, I'm just like, I like some of her songs. Would I go see and pay that
Would I
much for
pay
a
that
concert?
much? Never.
No. But I'm not
Um,
gonna like hate on a woman who's like obviously
No, she's like killing
broken
it.
records.
And I love her like energy, overall
Not
energy.
energy.
I do. But she doesn't have the sex appeal that Britney does. I mean, she's hot, but she doesn't. She's not like out there popping her pussy.
Yeah, I don't know if I see Taylor Swift and I'm like, that's a sex symbol, which I don't know if she wants to be, but or sees herself as that. But Britney definitely was like, it was like you saw her going into her own womanhood, which I think was why her autobiography.
This is so funny.
I'm
listening to like
it's like
this
is why her autobiography of like I'm not the woman in me is so powerful because she's like it was her bringing herself up into a spotlight, becoming a woman, right? And then she had a lot of restrictions around it. You know, she was in a movie called Crossroads.
I did not know that.
Yes, and it's on Netflix. You should watch it now.
Okay.
It just
Could
started
she
streaming
act
like
for shit.
anyone can act.
No.
And there's no could be no Britney slandering here.
Oh
she
my God.
She was so good. No,
Anyone
can
can
she
act.
I will say this: on opening night of Crossroads, it was my birthday, and that was my present to my. I wanted to get like tickets to go see her.
Yeah.
At my local theater, and so like back in the day, right? Like you couldn't just buy online tickets; you had to go to the theater
Sure.
and buy them the day of. And so if it was a popular movie, let's say I want to see the movie on Saturday, they could start selling tickets Monday, so you would go like Monday or Tuesday or something, buy tickets ahead of time.
Okay.
And so I made my parents do that for me, thinking it was going to be like the smash hit. And not that it wasn't a big movie, but I was one
You're
of the
only
few
one in the
people
theater.
in Yakima, Washington in the theater.
Oh my God, that is so funny. Was it? And it's a great movie.
I love it.
Okay. We'll
Would
see.
others agree? I mean, it's up to. I think
Considering I've never heard
it's
of it.
it's a coming of age.
Sure.
Did it win any like Oscars? No, but did it win a Razzie? No. So hey, there you go. So it's there.
Are you a Justin Timberlake fan, or you hate
Fuck
him?
him.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it.
Yeah,
was
for a lot
like.
of reasons. One is, well, the whole Janet thing. Obviously, he's a scumbag. When I was reading Britney's book, like I do think he treated her. She was madly in love with him, and he just took advantage of her for a lot of different reasons. And I do think he used her.
He a lot older than her.
I think they're around the same age, probably.
Oh, okay.
And I do think he used her to do propel himself in his own like singles or career, being a single like solo artist.
Sure.
And he may have a good voice and stuff like that, but I don't think he's as creative or intuitive musically as Britney is.
Okay.
And just generally fuck him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have heard that he's supposed to be like very put on a good show. If you go to a concert, JT concert,
Oh,
it's a good time.
yeah. I mean, if you love a train ride, go see it.
Ugh, my
Right?
God.
No? I mean, if you've always wanted to see what it was like, definitely.
In my household, I don't think anything was quite the same as your Britney
Okay.
obsession, but in my household, we were a Beyonce household.
That's a
Capri,
great.
my sister's name is Capri. Capri has all the records like on vinyl of everything she's
Not
ever
a
done.
vinyl.
We have and all the like everything. Posters when we were like when we were younger. Posters all over both of our rooms. I've seen her like 7 times. My sister's way more than me.
Did you see Renaissance?
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't. I went to see the movie with Capri with my sister.
Oh, did she see Renaissance?
Yeah. She goes to everything.
Do you know?
Beyonce sang happy birthday to her.
No.
She was front row with a sign.
What?
And she was like, "Is it your birthday?" And she sang to her. Isn't that crazy?
Where?
In 2013 in Boston for her Mrs. Carter tour.
Wow, that's so nice.
Yeah. It was so cool.
I will say Renaissance was one of the best concert I've ever been to in my life.
Did you you went?
Yeah, it was
Did we
the
go
best
here?
concert. Huh?
Did you go
yeah,
here?
Yeah, here. Yeah.
You see Blue?
I did, yeah.
Isn't she
Yeah,
so
it was
she's
good.
killing
And then we
it.
saw the movie when it came out.
Yeah, the movie was
and then
great.
I saw it again on like I think it was like streamed on YouTube
So
illegally.
the movie was great, but I need you to understand.
Yeah.
I was so drunk because we went to bottomless brunch and then went and I fell
You
asleep.
can't. It's so long.
I fell asleep
I know you.
and it sucked because I was like, I love it, but I can't.
No,
I was
if
like,
you've been drinking all day and then you go to a concert and you stop drinking and you don't continue drinking,
I know.
it's a lot. It's a lot.
It was
to ask.
my sister had her birthday brunch Beyonce bonanza
Okay.
where we all went to bottomless brunch and then went to see Renaissance.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did see Britney in Vegas.
Oh, have you only seen her the once?
Yes. I've only
Okay,
seen,
okay.
well, because like, you know, I grew up in Yakima. We didn't have a lot of money, and the closest one she would
Wait,
go.
where'd you grow up?
Yakima, Washington.
No way.
Wow.
I've never actually met anyone from Yakima.
Let me guess how you know Yakima.
iCarly.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought so. 22-year-olds. Yeah, iCarly. Everyone says that. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I didn't even know it was real. That is
It's
awesome.
a real place.
They say it's not in iCarly. They go, it sounds like someone throwing up.
Right up.
Yakima.
I remember. Why is that episode so popular?
It's the one where Carly forgets her inhaler.
Yeah, it's something with her grandma, right? Her
The
grandma
grandpa
lived there.
tries
I thought
to
so.
get her to move to Yakima.
Yes. Yeah, well, it's a real place, and
No way.
I don't blame her for not wanting to go. But shout out to my Yakima peeps.
Oh my God, that is so funny.
I grew up in all of Yakima. Yeah, well, because
Yakima.
I have a whole joke around like Yakima's big into farm workers or like agriculture, and so obviously there's a big like Mexican population there, just more general Latino, but more Mexican.
Okay.
And so yeah, that's why we were there.
Yeah.
My parents were farm workers.
Oh my God, you are across the whole country
I mean everything
from your family right now.
From everything, yeah, everybody, yeah. Well, my family, yeah, exactly. I have a lot of family in like Arizona or whatever, but we're all spread out.
Wow.
Yeah. But so we were there, and the closest Britney would ever come to would be Seattle.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And like my parents weren't one, how do you buy a ticket to a Britney Spears concert when you don't really know a lot, right? And my parents weren't like, they didn't really know how to buy a ticket, and nor were they going to drive me to Seattle to see my pop star idol Britney. So I waited
wish
until
they
I was
did.
like, I know, I waited until I was 20ish or something, and we were in Vegas, and then she was performing, so we got a ticket, and it was, look, I love Britney, but you know her concerts were like iconic because she would be like, just like, I don't know, like always, you know, going her head back and forth and, you know, doing the head movements and the dancing. But her Vegas one, when I saw it,
Wait, yeah. What year?
this was in like sometime in probably 2013, 14.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say way before.
No. And so like, she was very stiff on stage, and at first I was like,
Really?
you know, I'll pay whatever amount of money I need to, and Brittany could literally sit in a chair and have her backtracks there, and I don't
Sure.
care as long as she's in the room.
You just want to, be in the same.
But I could see why, like in her book, she mentions that there was a time during the Vegas where in her like conservatorship, she was just so angry at everybody making her work when she like was exhausted, wouldn't let her have any creative control, wouldn't let her change up anything, that she would like move as little as possible because she knew that everybody, you know, sex sells. You know, if you move, people are gonna be into it. And that was her way of like protesting. Yeah. And I was
Interesting.
like, now I'm even more glad I attended that show. I'm in
I
protest
don't
with
know
her.
if I agree.
I'm just saying. Because the lady can move. Watch out her clips.
I know. Maybe it's like I'm like put on a show, girl.
You know what my
Put on a show for these people that paid.
But one of my biggest, like, I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion or not, but she was in a conservatorship and like they're feeding her all these drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
I think we need to listen to the audiobook together and go chapter by chapter. This is gonna be a new podcast where we just
we'll see about that. A rewatch.
Yeah,
but it's Britney. No, I actually when I was in 8th grade, so I was a child. Beyonce was coming to Toronto. I'm from Rochester.
Okay.
So Toronto's like maybe 3 or 4 hours from me. And it was like a Wednesday night, and we're like, well, we're going, like, we're gonna go, and we're children in school. So my parents drove us to Toronto and back. And we got home at like 3 a.m, and then I went to school the next day.
I love white parents.
Isn't that incredible?
That is so
we were like, we'll do what we need to do for Beyonce.
My parents were like, you can come pick apples with me next week if that's what you want. Do you want an adventure?
No, it was like both of our birthday presents or something.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
See, I wish I had more of those like concert-esque experiences. I didn't go to my first concert until I was in my 20s. Yeah.
Really? Who was your first concert?
Coldplay.
No way.
Actually, I lied. How random. I lied. So yes, Coldplay was my real first concert. Okay. And I got free tickets through the company I was working at, and it was a fantastic, good concert. By the way, like I bet it touched my heart.
They've been
when
around
he sang
for a
Yellow,
minute.
I was like,
it was all yellow.
But my very first concert that I paid for myself actually was when I was like 16 or 17. Is at the local casino, and it was the Beach Boys.
No way!
Yeah, so
oh my god, that's so fun.
The remaining members of the Beach Boys, the Four Tops.
Did you go with your family, or
I went up with my friends who introduced me to the Beach Boys.
Oh, okay.
I have like a couple like high school friends at the time. They were both really into the Beach Boys, and they were introducing me to like the oldies or the classics. Sure. And I remember it was really nice.
Oh my god, that's so fun.
Yeah.
My first concert was a joint concert with Kelly Clarkson and Pentatonics.
That's a great first concert.
Yeah, oh my god, I was living.
Kelly. I will see Kelly's Vegas residency. I need to see it, actually. I don't know if she's still doing it.
Kelly was great, but my like 11-year-old ass went for Pentatonics.
Oh yeah, I could assume, yeah.
Yeah, my 11-year-old theater ass. And I loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Beyonce quite a few times. Yeah. I went to see her on the Run with Jay-Z.
Okay.
And that one we were like maybe like the 19th row. We were like right up on the floor.
Wow.
Like I could see the wings of her eyeliner. And I was like sobbing. Yeah, she's incredible.
Wow, no, I was like up there.
Yeah, no, I mean, so there's very few people. First of all, I think being on the floor of a concert is like one of the worst things in the world.
It's not my favorite. I like to sit down.
I like to sit, and I don't like when people's shoulders are touching my shoulders.
Yeah.
I don't like,
especially if they're sweaty.
So there's very few people in the world that I would ever like purposely do that. And Beyonce's one of them. And then the only other person I was on the floor for was Billie Eilish.
Oh, how was that?
Amazing. She was awesome. Yeah. Put on a fucking incredible show. I bet. She's a good performer.
She's somebody that if you're into, you should see her now, if you can.
Yeah. Why do you think she's gonna disappear?
Oh no. I'm just saying like you want to, not saying that she's past her prime or anything like that, but she's in her prime right now.
Yeah. 100%.
See people when they're in their prime.
Yeah.
Same thing with like a Miley Cyrus as an example. Like if Miley ever came on tour, I would see her 100% now. I just want rock Miley though.
Just want to say it also so that's on camera and it's documented. Billie Eilish will win an EGOT.
Oh yeah,
she will be an EGOT winner. I'm saying it now so that it's in.
Of course, she's already halfway there.
She's like
22,
really already halfway there. So
she's 22 and doing it.
Yeah, she's killing it.
She's a super talented musician. Like yeah. I think she's like somebody that actually has like great talent.
I agree. She's a really awesome performer. It was an awesome concert. And then there are some concerts that like they were so fun, but like I would never pay like to be on the floor, and we were just in the nosebleeds, and I had a great time. I saw Harry Styles. That was great. It was like a fun concert.
Cute. Well, he played like so many here.
Yeah, it was actually I went and saw him in Philly. But
okay.
Lizzo, before Lizzo was canceled.
Okay. Would you see her again?
Now that she's been canceled, probably maybe, and wouldn't tell anybody. She put on a great show.
I will say this, like I remember I used to live in London.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and one of my friends invited me to go see Lizzo. She wasn't big then.
Okay.
It was like in a tiny arena, like not even arena, like a little stage right? Maybe fit.
Yeah,
200
like
people.
one of those, like, yeah.
And I was like, no, because she hadn't even come out with her debut album yet. It was like, where's my phone? Send me my phone. Whatever
Truth
song she
Hurts?
has. No. It was even before that. Like her first mix singles.
Okay.
And I was like, no. And now that's my one regret. Is I wish I would have said yes, because I would have
Yeah.
been able to see her like in the songs I really love from her.
And it's like, you know, I don't know what kind of person she is. I've never met her, but like the crowd was everyone was so nice because it's just like women and gays.
Yeah, and gays. Yeah.
And everyone was just so nice. There were a lot of kids there that were like so
accepting,
happy.
that's why it's a big deal, because it's the persona is very much accepting of everybody. And then for what I don't know all the reports on that, but like it sounds like maybe that's not the case, but I don't know.
I don't know. She clapped back, and then people don't seem to like hate her. She just presented at the Grammys, so I was like, "Oh, she's still here."
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have an opinion one way or the other.
I don't really know enough to give an opinion, but put on a fucking incredible show, and I would see her again.
All right. Do you have any other shows coming up?
Yes, I'm seeing Hozier.
Okay.
On the 22nd of May, which is so random.
Okay.
And that might be it.
Okay.
Who did I just see? I just went and saw Renee Rapp.
Oh, how was she?
Amazing. I love her and I want to have sex with her.
Okay, well, I'm sure she wants to have sex with you too.
Maybe.
Right? Isn't she a lesbian?
I think.
Right?
She's a little spicy.
Renee Rapp, that's a Mean Girls person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She might just be bi.
Well, I
But
thought
she
she was
fucks
with her
women.
girlfriend, like hard launched her girlfriend relationship in like the Vanity Fair.
You're right. She's
Yes,
a girlfriend. She did a girl.
Maybe
I don't know if
I
she
mean,
still has a
it's
girlfriend.
2024. We shouldn't be labeling people.
Well, I know she fucks women.
Yeah.
And I don't particularly fuck women, but I'd fuck her.
Wow.
She's so hot. She's so hot. She wrote on okay, that's another thing, like my theater background.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, what an amazing talented human being. She
course.
just like can sing like nobody's business.
Yeah. Recently I just saw Madonna.
Ah!
Yeah.
What a great show that
Yeah.
would have been.
Yeah, she was at Madison Square Garden, and I'm glad I did, because now I can say I saw Madonna.
Yeah.
You know,
She's awesome.
The only thing I
Fucking
didn't like
love
about
Madonna.
her concert was she didn't actually perform like a virgin. She like it
What,
was
it
like
just
this
played?
like it was maybe during a costume change or something. There was
Okay.
like some like what is it? Screen that had her and Michael Jackson together, and they were singing, and that was
that's
like
really cool.
like a virgin. But I wish I would have like heard her do it. 'Cause
Fucking yeah.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I wish you would have.
Madonna's one of those, like, I always forget just how many songs of hers that I
Oh my
know.
god, so fucking many.
So many.
Yeah.
She's so odd. Did she do Material Girl?
Yeah,
Oh, thank God.
everything, all the hits. It
Come
was her
on,
hits.
Vogue.
Yeah, it was like equivalent of her Eras tour, but all the hits.
Oh, I would love to see Madonna.
And you know what was so cool about that concert is you saw a lot of older people there that were dressed up as Madonna, and I left and I turned to my fiance and I was like, oh my god, I forget that Madonna was somebody's Britney.
Oh,
So that's gonna be me
absolutely.
in 20 years or whatever when Britney hopefully does like a tour in her like 60s. Like I want to be that person because it's like reliving.
I actually think there's quite a few people before Britney that probably had that same, like the Beatlemania.
Well,
kind
no, of course. Britney's just one of them. I know.
I'm
the one who latched on.
I know. Yeah, we
Yeah.
But I think there were a lot of women that
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Madonna is one of them for
Jen
sure.
Jackson for some.
Yeah, maybe like Cher.
Cher is another one. Diana Ross. Mariah. Whitney Houston. All of them,
Yeah.
all the big ones.
Yeah. I did recently go see MJ the musical, like the musical about Michael Jackson.
How was it?
He's like Michael Jackson's like a fucking freak, but what a great
Oh, is
show.
that what Gen Z thinks?
Yeah, he's a freak.
Oh, okay.
He's like into weird shit.
Okay.
But
I never know what Gen Z thinks now, so I want to know.
He's like a weird dude.
Because you guys are the one that's going to be passing on the legacy, right? Like,
I think he's a absolute cultural icon.
Oh,
His
okay.
music is like shaped the entire
okay. So the
world.
music has stood. Okay.
Absolutely,
Okay.
the music has stood, but him as a person is a little strange.
Okay.
He's a weird dude. I think he like touches kids.
Well, that was the reports.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
I mean, that's what
No,
I'm
I'm always curious about like, I've never felt old before, but I'm starting to feel a little bit older, and so like, it used to be like people my age, like that was the most we define pop culture, right? Because that's usually the younger generation.
Sure.
So now that's passed on, I'd like to understand what this current generation thinks of certain things.
Yeah, I don't really like when people are like, I separate the art from the artist,
Okay.
when they're talking about like Kanye.
So you're like both.
I love to play both sides.
No. I mean, like you're like, I need to do. I can't separate. You're gonna look at it holistically.
No. I was gonna say that I don't usually like people say that, but I think Michael Jackson's one of the.
You're
few
one of the
people
few ones. Got it.
That like you can say that because his contributions to music were like so insane.
Okay. Well, look, there's exceptions.
Yeah, I don't know if people would agree with me, but you can't say that like music, especially for like musicians of color, like
yeah. Wow.
He fucking like built that shit.
Wow, look at that. This is good.
Yeah, right. Good content.
I think so. I think so.
Good educational content. Pop culture icons. And yours is Britney.
Mine is the one and the only Miss Britney Jean Spears.
Jean. Yeah, to wrap it up, let me hear your final.
Okay.
If you had a message for Britney.
Oh my God. I don't want to cry. No, I'm joking.
Well,
I actually, if I saw her, I would. Oh, I will say my fiance's girl, and we missed her in the icons. Is Celine.
Celine Dion?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Love Celine. I didn't appreciate Celine. I didn't. And then
it's all coming back to me.
And then he introduced me to her.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And she's yeah.
Near, far,
yeah,
wherever
like,
you are.
Just like I have favorite songs of hers that aren't popular, and like I love her now. If I had a message for Britney, it would just say that I love you so much. That's it. Like it was just I love you so much.
No,
if I saw her in public, I wouldn't say hi to her because I know that she wants her privacy.
Okay.
And I would just respect it.
Okay.
I would freak out, but I would not I wouldn't do a lot. I've
had so many. Like I play in my head, what would I do? Because she's not a musician, she's not like pop culture icon, so I didn't talk about her. But my girl is Meryl Streep. I don't know if you can see my Meryl Streep throw.
Oh my God, I saw Meryl Streep.
I did too. Where'd you see her?
Fancy story, and I'll be quick. I was in Paris, and my mom and it was for Valentine's Day. I took my mom out to a really fancy thing, and Meryl was right across the other table from us.
Did you say anything?
No, I did it, and I'm like, oh my God, Mom! And my mom kept talking about I was like, Mom, shut up! Like Meryl's talking, I want to like eavesdrop.
Yeah.
And like she was just talking how she was just on Ellen. And she really was.
God.
And then my mom's like, who is she? Because my mom doesn't know, and I was like, Mom, it's like. I had to compare it to like a Spanish person for her, or Mexican like star. Be like, she's this big.
Yeah,
and she's like, oh, okay.
No, I wouldn't call her like music icons. That's why I didn't list her. But she's my girl.
Wow.
You see her over there? See my throw pillow, my Meryl Streep. Oh,
I do.
Yeah, sleep with Meryl every night. She's another one. I don't know if I saw her. I went to the Don't Look Up movie premiere and she was there. And I was like maybe 6 feet away from her, and I like couldn't even look at her. Yeah, and I cried.
Oh yeah. Sometimes that happens. But
I don't know if I would ever be able to say hi to her because if she wasn't nice to me, I think I'd kill myself.
I think she's very nice.
I've heard both things.
Oh well, I think she's a human. She's nice when she wants to be, and sometimes when you're not feeling it.
Right. I guess you're having a bad day.
Yeah. She's a human.
So Meryl, if you're out there, I worship the ground you walk on. And that's it for your pop culture icons.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the festival.
Oh my God, this was so much fun.
Where to find you?
Find me on Gilberto Soto with the J. And
Gilberto with a J.
Well, yeah, because people put H, right?
No,
Gilberto S most of the time.
Clarifying.
Yeah, it would be fun. Thank you all for listening or watching. Both.
That's a wrap.
It's the Pesto Pod, the Pesto Pod, the Pesto Pod.